Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Dwell Well podcast. I'm Heather.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Kate. Join us each week when we uncover a new secret of the home industry. When it comes to buying, selling, staging, styling, or organizing your home, nothing is too taboo if it matters to you. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas on this episode of the Dwell Well podcast. We talk about our favorite holiday traditions and what makes us feel all cozied up at home. So come on in, grab a seat and a mimosa. It's time to dwell well. So what excitement do you guys have going on this week, like with kids home and stuff? Anybody have anything fun that they're looking forward to?
Kids aren't home.
Well,
there you go. No, my kiddos are Blaine's in Louisiana and the girls are with Slade.
okay.
I do love that my kids are home from school. I always love it because then, like, they're there when I get there and stuff like that. I have, like, a busy week with, like, doing this and doing that. Like, I feel like I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
And then my husband and my son are going to be leaving, like, right after Thanksgiving to go hunting.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm kind of bummed that it's almost like I don't have as much time as I would like to this week just because there's a lot of stuff going on. So
Yeah. I felt that over fall break it was like the kids were home for a week and we were so busy that we didn't even get to appreciate it.
right.
So
That's kind of how I feel this week. I'm
Kind of-
hoping Christmas is a little slower.
yeah, I've kind of purposely tried not to plan a lot for them this week.
Mhm.
They've been planning things for themselves, but so that they can be home a little bit and we can spend a little bit of time, like at home,
Just being home.
a couple of dinners, where we're actually like home together at night and stuff. Last night didn't work out like that because my son spent the night at a friend's house, but everybody should be home tonight. So fingers crossed. We actually get this evening. We like to play board games and stuff like that. So it should be
That's a
fun.
good idea.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it's good. It's all good, yo.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yo.
I
Yo.
like board games.
Yo. What's your favorite? I love board games. We have so many, but I love hearing like what's your favorite game? Family game specifically, if you have one.
Not the
Not
Finger
like-
Shock one.
Not like littles. My kids are
We're still in the, like
more
the
like
little
adult, not adult games, but
games.
like my kids like the ones that adults like, not like littles. But
Like-
I'm always looking for good.
like
do you
trivia,
have one that you love?
Monopoly. Oh, that kind of
Like
stuff.
we have our one that we're on right now that we play. If you just go to grab one and play, is Exploding Kittens. That's it's a
What
good
the
one.
Fuck?
It's a good one. And so that's the one that we'll kind of tend to gravitate toward.
Definitely
if
more of
we're...
a dog family than a cat family over here.
What?
Kittens.
It's called Exploding Kittens.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's fun. You should play it. Come over, play it with us.
I'll come over on Friday.
It's a fun game.
Fix the
We're
decorations.
not going to play Exploding Kittens
On
at
Friday.
my holiday party, but you can come over and play it with my family sometime if you'd like.
I would love that.
It's
actually.
fun.
I would love that. very
You're
much.
it's a young teen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun.
We're
It's a
starting
fun
to filter more of those in because obviously Maddie's there.
Yeah.
We also still play the Don't Step in the Poo game. There's a game. It's
We
got
don't-
Play-Doh.
yeah.
You got to put blindfold and like walk down this path without stepping in the Play-Doh dog poo. We
yeah.
also have like the shock roulette one where everybody got to put their finger in.
Yeah, we used to have that one too. It's kind of funny.
We do really like Bean Boozled. Or I do.
Oh, I get
I do like Bean Boozled.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Sadie
And
got-
Brinley used to always pretend that they were, I can't remember, she used to always pretend that they were, I think she used to always pretend that they're like, her reaction was always that they were good. And I'm like, how is she always getting good ones? And I started like realizing like, even when they were bad, she was just like, when she was like 3. And like, it could have been like rotten milk and she was still like, ooh. It was funny.
That's so funny.
You know. So.
Sadie did that to Mark one time. We don't have the game, but she got a pack of those jelly beans and gave him like a barf flavored one and he almost threw up. He was like, what is this?
the canned dog food is like,
know.
oh my gosh.
It was like her favorite memory ever when he's like,
funny.
"Bleh."
It's a good idea for
Like a gay gift?
stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, to put because they've
need
got
to
like
get
little mini
those.
ones. They've got big ones, but they got like little mini
I
ones.
need to get those
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Yeah.
Good idea.
We found Mark brought home a set one time from a trip, and that was where it came from, and she did that. But then he found, I'm trying to think, it was last year around this time, I think, we found jelly beans that were Thanksgiving jelly beans. He ordered them off of Amazon, and it was like turkey flavored, like stuffing flavored, green bean, cranberry sauce, and pie or something. And it was like this like gag, but he bought it and he was trying to get the kids to actually eat it. Like he's like, let's put it in a bowl and see if they eat it. So
Funny.
so gross.
Yeah, that is gross.
So weird. But well, this is kind of I don't know. This is kind of a good segue. I wanted to talk about a little bit of a Christmassy thing. So since we're leading into the holidays now, maybe we can talk about, and this kind of deviates a little bit from the normal, home industry, but it deals with home. So I thought it'd be fun for us all to talk about what our number one favorite family tradition is that we do around Christmas time. Because when the episode will be airing, will be right around Christmas. So why don't we all kind of talk about like, what's your favorite? If you could drop everything else that you do every year, but have this one tradition, what would it be?
I like it. You're going to go
And
first?
I have two.
Oh, am I going to go 1st? No, if you have two, please go first. Because I haven't even
have
thought
two.
about what I would say for mine. But yeah, go ahead.
So oatmeal cookies. We did this
Ooh.
from when the kids were little. They were like 2 years old, I think, when we started this. And we have the big KitchenAid mixer and stuff like that. And we, the kids were on stools and stuff. And we just made these amazing oatmeal cookies. And we do this drizzle that's like almost like a kind of like a butterscotch drizzle on them.
Oh,
And they
yum.
are amazing cookies. We make them every year. And
then you bring them to my house.
yeah, there you go.
Yes, let's do
Well,
it.
and we were really like
I
when
love oatmeal
when
cookies.
I do too,
Mhm.
especially with that little icing on it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. They're so good. And when Audrey got diagnosed with celiac when she was 9, we were like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Because then you think about all the things like you were thinking earlier about
Absolutely.
what you couldn't eat and
Thanksgiving,
things
I
like that.
can't have stuffing.
But the good thing is, like, she can still do oatmeal.
Yes.
And so everything is still good. Like, it's fine. So we are
Yes.
still able to do that
Yes.
tradition, and we don't have to lose that because she can't eat it. So that's like one of those things that it's like the cookie that we only make at Christmas.
Yeah.
And it has like that flavor of like, this is Christmas. So
Yes,
yeah.
that's awesome. I love it. Okay.
Hmm.
Do you have one?
Yeah, it kind of like is a. So until a couple years ago, we always just had like one tree, and I always let the kids help and all that. But like, I always had this like big want to like have a very structured, certain kind of look
Yeah.
Mhm.
tree. But
Yep.
I never wanted to be like, no, you can't help me with my tree.
I
That's
think we're
fucked
all
up.
kind of like that, right? Like,
Yeah.
I really would love to have a tree that looks a certain way.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you've always felt like, hey, I can't do that.
I'm
because
not
I have
gonna pull the kids
Right,
off. So
right.
3 years ago, maybe I started. I don't remember. I mean, and we don't have this massive house where we have rooms for dozens and dozens of trees, but
Yeah,
somehow in
neither.
my house now we have dozens and dozens of trees because I think it was 3 years ago I started letting the kids each have their own pencil tree and whatever they want to do with it. Like Blaine's one year was all dinosaurs. Last year I think he did his all superheroes.
Are you talking about like a small, like a tabletop? Or are you talking about like an actual, like
they
from
actually,
the ground?
They get it's a really skinny. I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably 4 or 5 feet tall, but it's a pencil tree. It's a really little pencil tree, but they're tall, and they get to do whatever they want. Like one year, Brinley did something where it was like all like these. She took all like old, because like a lot of times I'll take all the cards we get and just kind of like tuck them into the totes until next year, and then I look
do
at them
that.
the next year. I don't know.
I have a
too.
Ziploc bag of them.
Yeah. Madeline gets a little more into like the themey stuff. She's a little bit older and, whatever. But like it was 3 years ago, I started letting them each have their own tree. And they do whatever they put. I mean, sometimes they are a fucking like whatever. One year, Maddie or Bryn even put like a little like mailbox incorporate like a little mailbox in with hers where they could write their letters to Santa and like they get to do whatever they want to it. And I help them however I need to. And then I have my tree. And I actually, this year I'm going to change my theme, but like I did my theme a couple years ago and then I just like, I furniture wrap that shit and put it in storage. And so then when it comes out, I just fluff it up.
Furniture wrap it.
and it works. But I think that because like I've always wanted to have that like certain aesthetic of a tree and like design a certain way and have that, but I was never gonna like take that fun decorating thing.
Yeah.
But now the kids and they kind of go buck wild and do all this weird stuff, and like Blaine's literally is like multicolored with superheroes and monster trucks, like whatever. Like he literally takes his toys and decorates the tree.
Yep.
They're not even ornaments or whatever. I think that because the kids have fun doing it, it lets them do their thing and have their way and be creative and it
That's
creates
fun.
it creates more clutter in my house.
Of course.
Like we now have 3 extra trees and I'm okay with
Can they
it.
just
We
go
do
in
the
their
same thing.
rooms?
My kids each have a tree in their room.
Yeah.
And so we take all of the ornaments that are like, we did like a culling of the ornaments a few years ago, and I let them go through all of the ornaments that I didn't want
love.
to keep,
Mhm.
and they got to pick whatever they wanted to keep, and now they have their own tree. And they have some of my old ornaments, and they have all the ones that they've amassed over the years, and then I let them each go out and buy like some
couple.
colors and stuff to put in it. Now they each have their tree. They just decorated them yesterday. So
Oh.
So is that your tradition too?
no, that's not my tradition that I love. But I mean, I think that's fun since you
it's
bring it
fun.
up. I'm like, yeah, that I
it
did
is
the
fun.
same thing because I wanted to have my themey thing. And so,
And everybody gets what they want.
yeah. So, okay. My tradition that we love is instead of doing a Christmas dinner, we do Christmas Eve dinner. So we do our big celebration dinner on Christmas Eve. My parents usually are with us, so it's the 6 of us, and we always, at least for the last 5 or 6 years, we've made lasagna and a salad and bread, and so we'll have like a Christmas Eve dinner with a lasagna, and then we always have eggnog because everybody's got to have eggnog, and whatever dessert we do for the year, and then we typically will let our kids. We'll see how it works this year now that Grady has a job, but we've always taken them and let them buy a present for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And like we would pay for it, but they would each pick out something for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And so Christmas Eve, they get to exchange their gifts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do our matching Christmas PJs, which I know you just
I
love.
love matching
So
Christmas PJs.
We give
Oh my
give the
gosh.
matching Christmas PJs on.
But so you do
Poor
matching
Mark.
PJs. You do
Poor-
not do matching PJs.
No.
Yes.
Oh, we do matching PJs.
My
Yes.
husband would literally like.
Yeah.
I would
kill-
match
like,
my
he would-
family every day of the week if I could.
Okay,
Like
I,
literally.
I would not, and I know that my husband would not.
My kids
You
won't. My
know,
kid.
We are
Natalie
alike
is
in that way.
My family plays along with me because
my family
are,
'Cause it's
almost
easier.
pays.
because they are kind to me.
My
but
family
they
almost.
they would not want to if it was their choice, I think.
Yeah, I always tell them like it's kind of like family picture day. Like it's mommy's favorite day of the year, and you don't get a fucking
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I have one more tradition that's related
Yes.
to PJs though.
Yes.
So ever since my kids were little, I've bought them new PJs to wear on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So ever since they were like 2 or 3,
Mm-hmm.
they present. So
but they're not
and-
matching.
No,
Are they Christmas themed?
sometimes, not always.
Okay.
Sometimes depends on what I find.
And I've
It's
got
really
some-
like whatever I find that I think they'll like.
Mhm.
Like I know the last couple of years, definitely Audrey's hasn't been because she likes those little silky pajamas and stuff. So those aren't going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But so when I was a kid, we always got to open like one gift on
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Yep.
And so it's kind of like in tradition of that. They don't really have a choice as to which gift they get to open because it's always their Christmas PJs, and they kind of know that now.
Yeah.
And it's gotten to where literally like there have been years where we're 2 days before Christmas, and I'm like, holy shit, I forgot the Christmas
Oh, yeah.
PJs.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I
and
did
have
that
to,
last year.
Run
Scrambling.
out,
Uh-huh.
scrambling,
And
to
it's so
trying
hard to find them, though?
Yes, so hard to
Because
find.
you're
them.
like, oh, this is
But
perfect. They
I'm
don't
like,
have the size.
It's less
have
hard to find
have
them if they don't have to
them.
match. If they have to match, we're
It's
screwed.
so
Because that
hard.
was last
Yeah.
year. I was just like,
No.
oh my God, I
Yeah.
forgot.
No
I'm
matching
ordering
nothing in my
mine
house.
now.
Yeah. I have mine already.
No.
I did decide to start something new this year. And I think so. I do St. Nicholas on on December 6th. Like the kids get up on December 6th and their stockings are filled. It's a Catholic thing, I think.
December 6th?
Yeah, because that's St. Nicholas. That's,
Oh.
that's
I think
the,
it's a Catholic
it's
thing.
because that's
I've
the feast
never
day of St. Nicholas.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
So
in my life.
technically St. Nicholas,
Hmm.
the whole patron saint,
Mhm.
that thing. So they get their stockings on
Uh-huh.
I wonder if
December.
that kills people listening to us when she clicks like that. Like a little.
Y'all write in and tell
like a
me.
little
I wonder
cricket.
if the dogs all go,
Like
and they
a-
sit.
Like a
'cause,
cricket
like their
sound.
clicker.
Like, what is
they're
that?
like,
what is
"Boop,
happening?
boop."
Yeah.
Your dogs are trying to do a clicker.
No,
Oh.
some dogs are though.
So this year I've decided, so like St. Nicholas will bring like their jammies and stuff so they can wear them all December and like get more out of it. And Maddie can fight me and be like, I'm not wearing these. And I'm like, well, like, fuck, you're not. Put them on for the picture and then you can go change. That whole battle for the month of December. But this year I'm getting everyone holiday, winter, Christmas, whatever themed sheets. I want everyone to have Christmas bedding.
Oh, we have Christmas sheets.
I know you do. I'm going to do that this year. I've decided. And I mean, they'll be the same next year, but everyone's getting them this year. I want that. I want Christmas sheets.
You know, now that you said that, I don't know if we still do have Christmas sheets. I'm thinking, and I'm like,
you probably purged them because
I
you
think I purged them
when you moved
because I pulled all the Christmas stuff out yesterday, and there were no Christmas sheets in there, and I don't think they have them under their sinks. So I'm not really sure what happened to Christmas sheets. I used to have Christmas sheets.
Are you gonna bring
there
them
have
back?
been times in my life where we've had Christmas sheets.
I'm excited about Christmas sheets. I know Maddie's excited about them
I've
too.
never had Christmas sheets in my
I
life.
want Christmas
and I
sheets.
don't feel deprived. That I
We
haven't had.
do. They were always flannel and
That's
like,
what I'm gonna do
like
flannel.
snuggly,
Yeah.
you know.
Winter.
But they all have flannel sheets. Everybody has flannel sheets, but they're just white.
You know, I'm gonna do like Christmas. I'm actually gonna make them like winter. I'm gonna try to do like winter themes so they can have them for December, January.
That was ours. They were like snowflakes or something.
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna
or
go that
stripes. I had a set that was like red and white stripes, like candy canes.
Yeah,
so it
I'm
could
gonna
be
do
kind
like
of wintry,
winter themed, I believe. Except for I saw some really cute nutcracker ones, which is very Christmas. But I'm gonna bust out the winter Christmas holiday sheets this year. That's gonna be my new thing.
Awesome.
Fun.
Well,
and I'm changing my
Tradition.
tree theme this year.
Oh.
I haven't decided exactly
Awesome.
how I'm going to do it, but I'm changing my tree theme this year.
Mm.
And then my kids
fun.
will do whatever they're going to do. So
Okay.
I love
Awesome.
Christmas.
That's it. That's all we got.
Yay, Christmas.
I love Christmas.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Dwell Well podcast. We'd love to hear from you. You can submit your write-ins at www.dwellwellpodcast.com. We can't wait to hear from you. We'll see you next week.